You're not failing because you're broken, unlucky, or missing some secret gene. You're losing because nobody ever handed you the real playbook, and you've been guessing ever since. This isn't comfort, it's not motivation, and it's definitely not therapy. It's a straight verbal collision meant to wake you up. If you need reassurance, this isn't for you. Step away now. But if you're done living life on easy mode and ready to hear what actually moves the needle, lock in, because we're starting. First reality check. Nobody owes you a damn thing. Not understanding, not patience, not a safety net. And the faster you drop the expectation that the world should cradle your feelings, the faster you grow teeth. Most people aren't cruel, they're selfish, and once you accept that, you stop begging and start positioning, because if helping you doesn't help them, they won't move. That's not evil, that's human. The victim mindset is where momentum goes to die. Every complaint sinks you deeper until you confuse suffering with identity. Time is the only currency you never get back, yet you spend it like it's fake money on distractions, then wonder why you feel broke and behind. And confidence isn't some gift you were denied. It's built every time you choose discomfort over convenience, action over hiding, one rep at a time. Discipline is what carries you forward after motivation abandons you, because waiting to feel ready is just fear pretending to be patience. You are not your thoughts. You're just untrained enough to obey them, so get out of your head and into motion where truth actually lives. People are watching you stumble quietly while judging loudly, but winning doesn't require their approval, only your persistence. Charisma will open doors that credentials never will, because no one is impressed by paper if the presence is empty. And if you spend your life trying to please everyone, you'll end up respected by no one. So learn to say no without apologizing and watch your value recalibrate in real time. Telling the truth will cost you relationships, but lying to keep them will cost you yourself, and one of those prices compounds faster than the other. When you're always reachable, always agreeing, always around, you quietly teach people that your time has no weight, and scarcity is what creates gravity. Talking about your goals feels productive because it gives you a dopamine hit without the labor, but execution is silent, lonely, and invisible until it's undeniable. Real success isn't loud or aesthetic, it's repetitive, boring, and built far away from the camera. Overthinking isn't intelligence, it's fear in a costume. You're not being deep, you're just hesitating because action would expose you. Talent without effort is just wasted potential dressed up as entitlement, because nothing you have matters until you apply it daily. Comfort zones don't protect you, they preserve decay, and the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to leave without pain. Most people around you don't know where they're going, so taking their advice is like asking lost travelers for directions. Your job isn't to rent your attention out to endless distractions, it's to build something that can carry your name, because entertainment doesn't pay interest. And if you're the smartest person in every room you enter, you're not impressive, you're stagnant. Growth only happens where you're slightly outmatched. Effort doesn't earn applause, only outcomes do, so struggle in silence and let results speak at a volume excuses never can. Rejection isn't proof you're incapable, it's a sorting mechanism, life filtering out who's willing to endure pressure and who folds early. Truly humble people still know their capacity. Quiet confidence isn't ignorance, it's restraint. Most support is cosmetic. People cheer until your progress threatens their comfort, then the clapping stops. Success exposes who was pretending to be for you far faster than failure ever will, so pay attention to who celebrates when you rise. Learn to stay unbothered, because not every comment deserves access to your nervous system, and silence often hits harder than reaction. Control over your time is the real definition of freedom. Until you have that, every upgrade is just a nicer cage. Being busy isn't impressive, it's usually panic with a schedule. Effectiveness is what actually moves the needle. Your mind absorbs whatever you feed it, so if you live on noise and garbage input, don't be surprised when your output is weak. Scroll less, read more, choose what shapes you. Your emotions are information, not instructions. Feel them fully, but don't let them drive. If something isn't a clear yes, it's a no. Stop negotiating with people who only show up halfway. Your appearance will age, your discipline won't, so invest in what survives time. You're not addicted to happiness, you're addicted to comfort, and that's why you're exhausted without being fulfilled. Pay attention to energy. If someone consistently drains you, distance is the boundary, no explanation required. Life doesn't reward hesitation, it rewards movement. Closed mouths stay empty, and passive people get overlooked without ceremony. Every time you choose comfort, you steal from the version of you that has to live with the consequences tomorrow. Average is crowded, greatness is quiet, because most people quit the moment progress stops feeling good. You're always one decision away from changing direction, but most days you'll choose the scroll instead. Failure isn't a dead end, it's the cost of admission for mastery, and winners pay it willingly, while others call it risk and walk away. Most people don't actually want to improve, they just want the appearance of growth without the discomfort that earns it. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate, and once you allow disrespect, correcting it becomes your responsibility. Envy is rarely hatred, it's admiration mixed with insecurity, so wear it without explanation. Your goals don't negotiate with your fatigue, they get completed or they don't, the clock doesn't care. Many people live the same year on repeat for decades and mistake routine for a life, but repetition without intention slowly erodes you from the inside. You're not behind schedule, you're scattered, and the moment you focus, time starts bending in your favor. Perfectionism isn't high standards, it's procrastination dressed up to look responsible, so start rough and refine in motion. Growth often feels like loss because you're shedding identities and attachments that no longer fit, not because you're failing. You can be liked by everyone or respected by the few who matter, but you don't get both without lying to yourself. Silence, when mastered, is more unsettling than anger because it shows control instead of chaos. Life doesn't get softer. The pressure stays, the demands stay, the weight stays. What changes is how much of it you can carry without breaking. If you made it this far, good. Most people tap out before the mirror gets uncomfortable. You've just been shown the rules most avoid because accountability feels heavier than excuses. What you do next is the only part that matters. Act on it or ignore it and keep watching other people live the life you keep postponing. Today's respect goes to the ones who didn't just nod along, but grabbed a pen like this was a class they couldn't afford to fail, writing it down because they know memory fades but discipline doesn't. That's front row energy, posture straight, attention locked, treating these rules like a syllabus instead of entertainment. If that's you, I see it, because the people who take notes are usually the same ones who move quietly now and shock everyone later.